Hey, welcome back to another video. Today we are heading to Baroon Lookout down here at Baroon Pocket Dam again. Nearly 10 o'clock, so the light's going to be pretty average. There's not many clouds around. I was hoping it was going to be raining actually, so best laid plans, all that stuff. It is nice and shady in the rainforest, so that's always good, but it should be a good day. We're going to go with the 24 to 105L series on f4. I've got the long lens as well, the 100 to 400 if I need it, with the drone. Let's go have a look. It should be a nice view from the lookout, clear skies, so yeah, gonna head up. We've got about, if you look over here, we've got about 1.8 Ks to go. We'll hit that intro and we'll make our way, see what we can find. Righto, see you then. Right, so we've got the new phone. Been a couple of years since I've had a phone, so that's good. This is that new action mode, so see if I need a gimbal anymore. If I can retire the OM4. Just running this on the switch pod. Be cool to see what we get out of it. Obviously a bit of crop because I'm on the wide angle lens, the 0.5 lens. So if you haven't come down and done this before, I think you might. I'm not sure if I showed this last time we're here. It's a beautiful spot. Great little walk. You can walk all the way from here, follow this trail and go all the way to Condola Falls. It's part of that great walk system, which is fantastic. Just had a quick look, and this is the action footage on the 14. iPhone 14. It's pretty good actually. I think they've done a good job. It's definitely a good challenger. Definitely trying to challenge DJI and GoPro with their tech. If they can get this right, it's definitely going to put the heat on them. Found a heap of spots. There's a heap of little falls, stuff on the walk so far. Looking spectacular. They did get a heap of rain last week, so I was probably going to make this pretty good. Yesterday was pretty hot, and today's warm, so it's muggy as in here. You got great little walkways. You can hear the water flowing everywhere, and these beautiful old trees. It's a pretty special spot. Great little walk, even if you're not coming to take photos. And you get to places like this. How good does that look? The moss and the light and the water. Baroon Lookout. Ooh, muggy today. Oh yeah. What a view. There's the dam. We've seen that on our Astro video. And Zobiobi Creek down here, and the Narrows will be down there. Back that way, that's a narrow section. That goes all the way up to Condola Falls. It's all part of the same little catchment area. Oh, the breeze is nice. Nice spot. Okie dokie, so here we are, we're shooting in ProRes, so see the difference. Hopefully it works out well, but it's beautiful, obviously moss laden little rocks and waterfall just trickling through. The sun's come through and it's sort of dappling a little bit, so hopefully that will get a nice effect. I'm having to shoot a lot of shots because obviously we've got shadows and then we've got the massive bright light coming through. It's not the best time of the day to be doing this. And I did a ND 1000 for 5 minutes 41 seconds to try and get those shadows, and hopefully I can paint some of the other stuff in as required, but it looks not too bad. So as you can see, the light's blown out. Unfortunately, it's getting really tricky to try and get sort of any sort of balance. Yeah, so hopefully that long exposure that I did take with the ND 1000, the Nisi ND 1000, hopefully that's enough that should get me all the dark shadow, cover the shadows, and then out of the rest of the photos I took, I just did a heap of bracketed stuff with just the circular polarizer earlier on. So hopefully they'll let me get the water and the bright parts, those parts that are now blown out. Gonna move on down here. I'll swing you around and we will find that there's another little sort of trickle or little waterfall like that down the road, so we'll just swing you around. So the video said there's heaps of really nice spots, just tricky. Obviously I normally come out first thing in the morning, but I had to leave late this morning, so it's, as much as the rainforest really blocks a lot of that light, it's still really tricky. But this little strickle down here next to this boardwalk is pretty fantastic. Just looking for little spots I can find, and hopefully there's something else I can do. As you can see up here, well, you get that spotlight. I'm also keeping my eye out too if I can get something like that. If I can get some sort of spotlight on a nice fern, like a bit of fern here where that spotlight hits it and then sort of makes it stand out and pop out, that should be really good too. So I'm going to try and keep my eyes open, look left, right, up, down, backwards. Coming down to the second section, so you can see that little narrows here. I can definitely, there's water up there, you can see up the top here through. I don't know if I can get there, how far I can get up, so we're going to get down there and have a look. Have a look at that. There's a little hidden gem. That is very cool. I just don't know if I can get in there or what I can do to get in there, but we're going to check it out. So you can see it's rock, like a big narrow section, and then it goes round and there's waterfall coming out, it's pumping down, it's actually pouring down. I can't get in the water. I didn't bring my big waterproof, big Ugg boot ones, my dogs, unfortunately, because it looks at least knee high in there, and there'll be leeches and possibly snakes and stuff, and I'm not doing that. I'm not silly. I'm silly, but I'm not that silly. Anyway, so I went on the left side over here to start with, and I had to do a heap of bracketed shots, so I did a focus stack and bracketed. You can see that light up the top, that was blowing right out. So what I did 3 shots, 3 focus stacks, one here, middle, and at the back of that rock before the waterfall. And then that light up the top, I focused up there, and then I dropped down the time, and so I could capture that light, and I'll have to blend that in. What an amazing spot. Absolutely gorgeous. Just over this side now, working, I'm going to go to the ND 1000 stuff here and have a play. I couldn't go the ND1000 because it was just too dark now, so that light's already gone. So I just chucked my variable ND on, and this is what we got out of that. And I was able to bracket it, and that should come up pretty good. Pretty happy with that. That's good light now. It's heaps better, that light. So hopefully come from that side, so you should be able to see it there. Pretty nice. So I'm going to do a few more shots here, and I might even go back over to this side, because this is where we were before. Now that light's better, I reckon I might be able to get a nice shot out of it. So you can see that waterfall there. Very, very cool. Another little waterfall. The light was right on the water when I first got here, and it's moving really quick. I did get a couple of shots to get the water just at faster times, and now with the ND1000 on to see if I can't slow the water down a little bit. It's gone a little bit dark. That sun's dissipated a bit. I'm just in the middle of a shot now, so hopefully you can see. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's see what we got. Well, that came up pretty good. Not bad at all. And yep, all finished. So let's see what we got. I'm just playing around with the ISOs. See if we've got anything there. Water looks pretty cool. Yeah, definitely got something I can use. So there's another nice little spot. Just that light is a little bit tricky, because that sun's coming right down straight on top of it, so it's just blasting it, and there's no clouds to sort of soften it or give it any sort of, take that harshness out of it. So it's definitely a dynamic range, sort of tricky one. So I've sort of mixed it up. So the shots I have done, I've done a few at the start for the water. Then I've also done some for the surrounding rocks. So you can see up here and around there, I've changed the amount of time so I can get those, the right amount of light on those, so then I can blend it in as I need to see fit. Seems to be the story of the day. I guess it's tricky coming out at 10 o'clock or middle of the day. It's going to always be tricky. R6 has done a pretty good job. This little area here, got this bridge. Pretty cool little spot. Looks like a fun part. It's mental. So the water coming out through there, rocks, and then it goes down there, but I'm not sure. But we've got this water flow just here, and that's when I just shoot down here and have a quick gander from the other side and see if there's anything worthwhile. Doesn't look too bad, does it, with that bridge there? See how we go. What we got over here? Oh, a flow. Wow, That's pretty cool. Until I fall over and fall down there. Multiple waterfalls. So here's my last one. There are some more waterfalls if you follow this water around. It goes down into a big cascade. It's really cool, but it's access wise is climbing by hand, which is a little bit tricky at the moment. And yeah, just running out of time as we always do. Never enough time in the day to get a photograph, is there? Anyway, so gone vertical. Obviously I've just got a little overhanging branch I'm trying to dodge. So hence why I've got poor old Winston in the water again. He's done a good job today. ND1000 on. There was light on that top section in the top water before, but that's gone. It's moving really quick through the rainforest. That light changes every 5 minutes. It might have a good composition 1 minute, and then it just blows out, or it just gets dark. But hopefully this comes up alright. Let's see what we got. This is from the ND1000. Glasses off. It might be alright. I should be able to pull up a few of those shadows. The water looks pretty good. And here's some other earlier ones. I had just the variable ND on. So you can see the difference. So that water was blowing out up here. And now it's sort of not there anymore. So it doesn't take long to go. That's only been in the time I've been shooting. So I've got a few shots there. I think I can make something out of that work. Some different speeds. Again, get your different speeds, your water, get as many shots as digital camera, just fill the card, get yourself a good tripod. Last thing you need is your expensive camera to go in the water, and I wouldn't trust anything other than a three-legged thing, so she's a good girl. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good day. I hope the photos worked out well. It's going to be a little bit of Photoshop. I can see here a little bit of blending and adjusting shadows and adjusting brightness, highlights and stuff like that. But that you can do in post as long as you get enough exposures in. So hope this video comes up pretty good. First time with the new iPhone 14 Pro Max or whatever it is, the big one, the expensive one. I know it's expensive. But I'm going to pack him up and we're going to go home and get some lunch. I've had my fun now. That was good. I needed it. Definitely needed it this morning. Get out, switch off, get some photography, and that's what it's mainly all about. And then occasionally I get a good photo. Actually didn't even get the drone up today, so I was going to get it up at the lookout, but there was no clouds, so just really wasn't worth it. So just a full camera day today, something different. Heap of new spots, that little narrow section that around the corner where the water I couldn't get into, and then the waterfall, that was pretty epic. So definitely want to try and get back and get that in the good light and try it with different light. That morning light, nice soft light coming through there, I think it'd be pretty special. And bring the 1635 to 2.8, I think would be good. The F4 did struggle with those in the darker spots, so definitely some new spots I found, which is always good. Baroon lookout near Lake Baroon. Sensational. Righto, I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.